Hello, this is Wilson's Rock Cemetery. This is about 4 miles south of Muldrow, Oklahoma. And I want to show you the man that this cemetery is named after, William Wilson. This whole area down here this is Wilson's Rock Cemetery, and then there's a rock down here that's named after him. And the reason why is because he ran a trading post down here back in the mid 1800s. And so his name is William Wilson. He was born October the 14th of 1811, and he died June 20th of 1897. And it looks like this has been moved from, that's the base there, so it has slid off. Anyway, I'm going to go down here to Wilson's Rock and show you why all this is named after him. There was a steamboat that used to port right here on the Arkansas River. This is on the north bank of the Arkansas River. And this cemetery is there's about 75 yards down there to the water. And so we're going to go down there and look at it. Okay, this is Wilson's Rock. And it's a huge rock. What's special about this is that is the Arkansas River. And we're about 10 miles west of Fort Smith, Arkansas. And during the 1800s, there was a steamboat that would steam up and down this river. And this rock right here was where the steamboat would stop. It was one of its main stops. Mr. Wilson ran a trading post, and I'm not sure exactly where it was around here, but I assume it was right here close to this rock because so many people would travel up and down this river, and they would get their supplies and things that they needed. And of course, in the 1800s, that's when so many people were coming here with a dream for a better life, and they had just what they had with them. And of course, they may have needed more supplies to venture out in here to Oklahoma. This was Indian territory at that time, and we had Osage Indians, Choctaw Indians to the south here of the river, and to the north of the river was Cherokee Indians. And this history goes way back. But first I want to show you this print here in the rock here that William Wilson carved this in the stone. And he did this in 1852. If you can see that date, he chiseled this in the rock in his spare time. And it has his birth date. It says born 1811. And somehow he did this handprint. If you can see that, is crazy how it looks just like an impression, like somebody did it in the concrete. But you know, he had to carve that out. And it's been here since 1852. And you can see that there's a lot of graffiti around here as well. Glass broken and stuff. Some vandals have done some things over the time. But it is a great place to come and visit if you're traveling through here, or if you're somewhere living not too far from here, come and visit it, because this history dates, well, the spiral mounds are just across this river here. And the spiral mounds is it's an area that dates way back. It's an archaeological place that's documented in U.S. history as one of the oldest archaeological finds in America. And this dates back to the year 800. And so it was active from, they know, from 800 to 1450. And it was a big trading area. So a lot of trade went on there. And of course, Mr. Wilson over here during the 1800s had a trading post, which was common for people to have trading posts, especially up and down the river, because that was the main source of transportation. And those are the early American Indians. And so there's no telling what history. You can look it up and do your own research if you want, but I'm going to try to do a video on it maybe someday and try to get that out to you. But it is remarkable to think about. I mean, just think about how many people stood here on this rock at some point. Most likely, to our viewers out there, could have possibly had an ancestor, and most likely had an ancestor, somebody related to them, that stood here on this very rock right here 160 or 180 years ago. And all they had was what they could carry, and they had a hope, a dream, and faith. And I don't know what time of the year it was when they arrived here, but I can only imagine if they showed up in July, they said, no way, get back on the boat, we're going further north, because it is extremely hot here during the summer and the humidity is awful. And if they arrived here in the fall, they said, I'm sure, oh, this is a beautiful place, this is it, this is going to be our new home. And they struck out, and the road that leads into here just travels due north. And so there's no telling. Look up your family history and find out. You never know. But thanks for watching.